We are 10 young leaders, all active in preventing and countering violent extremism in the communities that we come from. Brought together by the Kofi Annan Foundation, we produced the world's first guide by young people, for young people, and on how to counter violent extremism. Today we reach out to young people around the world, share our own expertise, and work on creating a global movement of young persons stemming the tide of extremism.
This is going to start with the group I'm working with. They are young people, and I believe they can be the best advocates to promote peace and understanding of preventing violent extremism.
The problem that we are addressing is violent extremism. The solution we seek out for is increased youth participation. And also we do this through training, extremely togetherness. We want unity, we want people to be united on one message of peace. But also now at the national level, and Extremely Together Uganda Chapter will be doing advocacy at the national level.
We are very ignorant. I think generally we are usually ignorant about whatever happens in the country or in the world at depth. Sometimes you can hear the news, but you do not necessarily know the detail. This session has helped me know the details of the underlying causes of violent extremism, what violent extremism actually is, violent extremists themselves. So I feel like I've learned more than I ever would know.
Extremism per se may not be a problem. The danger is that people who are usually extreme are on the verge of adopting violence as a means of achieving their aims. So they are usually very intolerant. You actually participating in the violence, but there's also you supporting. So if you're arrested for committing an offense that is categorized under violent extremism, you don't have to first blow yourself up or blow other people up. By you just even supporting people who do such things, you're definitely wrong.
Even if you go to Google and search for these things, there's a lot of information they provide to you, which is not maybe guided. But for this workshop, this training, I really believe that I have information. At least I understand what Extremely Together is all about.
My understanding has greatly improved because right now I can easily talk about Extremely Together as a Ugandan chapter, then violent extremism, what it means, what can I do about it, and I can easily differentiate it from any form of violence.
I had a lot of questions in line with the subject, but with time, since I came here, indeed it has improved.
Our target audience remains the young people and the policymakers. Why policymakers? Because they make the decisions.
On Facebook or on Twitter, to see that at least I try to spread the message of love and not hate.
As we go out to facilitate peace processes, who are these people who are bringing people together? We need to build peaceful individuals. And peaceful individuals need things like social-emotional learning, like conflict resolution, empathy, critical thinking, the ability to step in somebody's shoes, the ability to empathize, the ability to say, I'm sorry, it's my fault.
There is no bigger threat to the security of this country than youth unemployment. If we have any interventions that can help uplift the economic welfare of people, it will go a long way in contributing to resilience. Then ideological reasons.
Before I used to know violence as violence, domestic violence, beating up people, fighting. But now I can easily differentiate violent extremism from any kinds of violence or domestic violence.
It has as well improved because right now I know what breeds violent extremism, so I know where to start from and how to counter or prevent it.
When you know a problem, then you can solve the problem. You can know the solution. And without knowing the problem, you can't know the causes, you can't know the effects it has. But once the problem arises and you know the causes and you know the effects, then it means you can do something about it.
One cannot do this alone, or even if it's the government, there must be different stakeholders, like the community leaders, the local governance, the artists.
Art should provoke emotions for people to relate the heart and the mind. Art should provoke communal understanding. Every time we shall get into our sessions, we'll be setting these artists playwrights who are now our participants on a mission to discover more about peace. Participants are viewed as artist experts. What am I saying? When we work with the participants, we look at them as playwrights, directors, all the other experts or professionals that are in theatre. And they're looked as artist experts investigating the definitions and understanding of peace, perspectives, attitudes of communities, and how they can write, perform, and talk about it.
I can do a lot. I'm going to write more poetry tackling peace issues and conflict resolutions, peace building, and anti-violent extremism prose.
We want to continue Mr. Anand's legacy. The more young people are active within Extremely Together, the more we will disrupt recruitment of young people by violent extremist groups, and the more we will prevent violent extremism.